Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very interesting topic for today's show, in which it is how we talk to people is very important, but we are too soft on people. So let's get right into this. When I was growing up, like my father and my grandmother, my father's mom, my father's mother, they would talk to us kids like, get this thing over there, or go put this thing over there. You know, they would not say, "Could you please do me a favor? Can you please pick this up and go and put it over there?" They didn't talk to us like that, and we didn't cry about it. We didn't say, "Excuse me, you're hurting my feelings, and you're talking very harsh. You have to act in a more polite manner because you're hurting my feelings." We did not do that. Okay. Now, on the other hand, is it more mature and more professional to speak to people like, "Listen, can you do me a favor? Can you please put this over there?" Yeah, it is more mature. It is more professional. Yes, there's no denying that. Um, but if this generation was ever told by a parent or your grandparent, "Get this and put it over there," they'd be like, today's generation in today's society, they would be like, "Oh, my feelings are so hurt. Oh my God, I can't do this anymore." Really? Growing up, we developed this thing called a backbone. A backbone. And that's gone from today's society, from this generation. You know, like growing up, if uh, um, if our growing up, our bosses, like when we had jobs especially at a younger age, our bosses would be like, "I need this done right now," you know, or they would say, "I need this done ASAP," and we would just get it done ASAP. We never cried and say, "Oh my God, you're talking to me so harsh, you're hurting my feelings, and I can't take it anymore." We didn't do that. We just got the work done ASAP. Nowadays, if any boss says to their employee, "I need this done ASAP," the workers would be like, "You have to ask me in a more polite manner because you're hurting my feelings." That's how they are today in this generation. You know. Also, growing up, like when we had jobs and stuff like that, if if anybody like when we were growing up, if any workers, right, were screw ups, and the bosses would talk to us like, "Listen, I told you guys 500 million times not to do this, but you guys don't listen for nothing, and you guys keep doing these screw ups. You're done. You're fired. That's it." We didn't cry about it. We would be like, "You know what? You're right. We didn't listen. We were told so many times not to do it. Our fault. That's it. Done. And we deserve to get fired." Seriously, that's the way we would be. Nowadays, in this generation, if a boss says the same thing to them, "Listen, I told you 500 million times not to do this. You don't listen for nothing. You keep doing all these screw ups. You're done. You're fired." They would go, "Oh my God, my feelings are hurt. And now I'm so mentally out of it. I can't do this anymore. And I'm going to run and tell my mommy and daddy." And they would go, "Mommy, Daddy, my boss was so mean to me because he knew that I've been a screw up and I don't listen for nothing. And then I got caught again because doing so many more screw ups, the same ones that I've been doing. And he told me 500 million times not to do it, but I don't listen for nothing. And I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do. And now I'm fired." Really? Seriously? You know, like I said, growing up, we developed this thing called a backbone, and that is gone. Gone. We had discipline growing up. That's gone. Seriously. You know, um, I'll give you another example. I used to love to watch this show. It's really no longer on the air. I used to love to watch the show called Judge Judy, and especially episodes where she would call the defendant or the plaintiff, you know, who were acting all kinds of stupid and everything. She would call them morons, and I would love it. I would love it because she was actually right. Some of these people going into a court of law and on national television acting like a bunch of morons and everything. And she would call them morons. She would call them out. You act like a moron, you talk like a moron, you get called a moron. Plain and simple, right? And when these people went back home to wherever they lived, people were going to tell them, "Oh yeah, I remember you on television. You're the moron," and that's how they would be known. you know. But then you have people like, oh my God, she is too harsh. Oh my God, she should not be talking like that to them. And we're going to protest and we're going to have all this stuff. And she needs to be nicer to them. How about saying about that these people, the plaintiff or the defendant, they acted like morons, they talked like morons, and she called them morons. Rightfully so. That's how they conducted themselves. So how about talk about those people? You want to talk about her, but you don't want to talk about the actual morons. You go into a place and you act like a moron, you talk like a moron, you're called a moron. Plain and simple. You know, and um, that show hasn't been on in a long, long time, and stuff like that. But seriously, like these people are being raised too soft, too soft. You know. So I mean, really, and it's sad. It really is sad. You know, I would never go into any court, and I would not go on national television acting and talking like a moron. No, you don't want to be called a moron, then don't talk like one and don't act like one. Plain and simple. You know, raising people too soft. This generation is too soft. You know. So, but anyways, I wanted to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the items on there. I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. And you guys could check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.